Welcome back to the Too Fast channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing a custom-built mirror for a Porsche 911 model year 2002. I normally don't do a lot of custom builds for customers because it's really hard for me to build something to fit a vehicle that I don't have in front of me. If I can't see how the wiring needs to run or how the mirror needs to mount to the windshield or to the headliner, it's very difficult. But from time to time, customers will work with me and they'll give me what I need to build them a product, and this is a rare example of that. Normally I stick to building Mercedes mirrors. I have the most expertise with the Mercedes line, the pre-1996 models. So what this customer wanted was, he doesn't have a auto-dimming rear view mirror in his car at all, and he actually saw a very similar mirror to this that I built for a Boxer, Porsche Boxer, and he wanted the same setup. So the 911's completely different from the Boxer when it comes to how the mirrors are. So this required a little bit of investigative work to get a bracket that would work in the 911. And what he wanted was obviously auto dimming, and he wanted a hidden screen in the mirror that will display his backup camera. And that's what we have in this mirror. So we have a small backup display right here, which is not visible. It's not visible when the display is turned off. I will power this up and show you. Right now, none of the wiring is hooked up, so we're just going to talk about this particular mirror. There's no other features to this. It's auto dimming and the backup display. There's no home link, no compass, and nothing else. You can see, fortunately, Porsche is part of the VAG family of Audi and Volkswagen and Porsche. A lot of the parts are interchangeable, so I was able to get a bracket off of another model car that would be compatible with the Porsche. This particular bracket here is actually kind of nice because it actually it's a very well built bracket. It's all aluminum, and there's an ABS cover right here. And the back piece of this has felt that goes against the windshield, and it actually moves around a bit. So if you're removing the mirror or installing it, this actually has a pin, and it actually will rotate. This felt is not supposed to be glued right there because this piece is, can rotate upwards. So if it was glued down, then yeah, that'd be a problem. I also I had to make a custom wiring harness for this, and actually, since I don't know the inner workings of the headliner on the 911, I made this extra long. If I was more familiar with that particular model, and if it was possible, I'd make it shorter, but I made it longer. And of course, this has a 4-pin Molex right down here and a female RCA jack to accept an NTSC video input. Now, there's another wiring harness that plugs into this that's much longer, that's about another 12-13 inches longer. So should be plenty of length to reach map lights or anything up inside the headliner on the 911. Ideally, with this mounted to the windshield, this would go right up into the headliner, this plastic piece right here, because the car this came off of, that's how it works. Same with the Volkswagens. Volkswagens are very similar. They have a channel like this, and this piece goes right up into the headliner. So you actually don't see any of this wiring. But I actually, in the event this isn't long enough for the 911, or this piece isn't long enough, I actually wrapped this in black FlexiLoom material. This is an OEM material that a lot of wiring in vehicles have. So hopefully this blends in just fine. This particular mount, because it's a VAG car, will mount to the factory circular mount on the Porsche 911. This is the front light sensor that detects whether it's day or night outside. And if it's night outside, then the sensor right here will detect traffic from vehicles behind you and dim the mirror glass. So that's basically what this mirror looks like. It's straight up, should blend in just fine with the Porsche 911 interior, and have a OEM look and feel to it. So let me pause the video here, and I got to hook up all the wiring and we'll show you the display. Okay, we're back. I've got the power going to this mirror. I've got to kind of tuck it in the corner here so you can see what's going on. I'm going to demonstrate the auto dimming by blocking the rear light sensor with my hand. And you'll see the glass dim. And I'm pretty much blocking most of the light, probably not all of it. And if I remove my hand, the glass will go back to normal. And that's the auto dimming function. So for the camera, I've got a little portable camera that's sitting here on my table. I don't know what it's aimed at, the ceiling probably at the moment. The backup display will come on when you shift your car into reverse, and that's accomplished by in this wiring harness. There's 3 wires. There's switch 12 volt, there's ground, and then there's a 12 volt lead that needs to be connected to your backup light. So in a situation like this, you would either tap that wire in somewhere in your shifter console, so when you put the vehicle in reverse, that wire gets 12 volts, or you run the wire all the way to the rear of the car and tap into one of your backup lights. So when your backup light comes on, the display in the mirror will come on. And you can see the display just came on because I just hooked up the power. And I'm just kind of moving the camera around a little bit. It's a little bit washed out because of all the lights on my display table. I will dim the lights and we'll take a look at the camera in a dimmer environment, but you can basically see how that works. Now, after you shift the car out of reverse into drive, the display will stay on for approximately 5 seconds and then shut back off. Also, when the display is on, the mirror will not dim. So that's one of the built-in features of this particular mirror. So let me go ahead and dim the lights a bit, and we'll take a look at the display again. Alright, I've dimmed most of the lights on my display table here, so we can get a better look at the display when I power it up. Now, there's no backup lines. Backup lines are something that's integral to the backup camera. This is not an actual backup camera. This is just a little, what is it, a security mini cam that I have that I use for testing. But if you were to utilize an actual backup camera, the lines would be something that the camera would display. And this particular display screen is approximately 3 inches by, looks like it's a 3x2 screen, which is the largest screen that you could fit in a standard rear view mirror. And this is an OEM rear view mirror. This is not a mirror that's made in China. This is a backup display screen mirror that's out of another US made vehicle. So the craftsmanship and the quality in a product like this is much higher than, say, a lot of the aftermarket Asian made rear view mirrors that are on the market. Not saying that they're bad, because I've used plenty of them myself, but this is the type of mirror that you would find at a dealership for $700 or $800 if you went in and bought one. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this review of the custom-built Porsche 911 auto-dimming rear-view mirror with backup display. I will put the link to my mirror website. If you have a Mercedes-Benz, a pre-1996 Mercedes-Benz, a 124, a 201, a W126, an R107, a W123, a W108, W109, W116, give me a holler. I build auto-dimming mirrors for all of those models. You can go with straight-up auto-dimming with built-in HomeLink, auto-dimming with a built-in amber compass and HomeLink, or a basic auto-dimming with an on-off button to turn the auto-dimming on and off. I have a few different variations that I offer, depending upon what you want to install in your mirror. Also on the site, you can take a look at the different models, and I've got links to installation videos. Installation in a Mercedes is a little bit more involved, but I include a specialized installation tool to make the installation really easy. I have a PDF file with step-by-step instructions, as well as links to 2 different videos showing how to install these mirrors in pre-1996 Mercedes-Benz. Anyway, thanks for watching.